Good evening, Real Housewives of Atlanta fans. It is Sunday and we are back again.
Hello, everybody. Y'all ready for this recap we have?
I know, I'm trying to see who all is still awake.
Child, Anthony, how many times did I fall asleep for this episode?
I don't know. I think it was
like three times. It was interesting, but I'm glad that Nene she got to reveal herself and her story, and Greg's too. And Greg was also being painted tonight. Did y'all catch that?
Hold on, let's get to that. Let's start.
Let me.
Yeah. Let's start at the beginning of the episode.
He's an alpha male. He's getting painted, girl.
I've been painted by some alpha male. Okay. All right. So let's start at the beginning of the episode. So we have Cynthia and Eva having their bonding moment and their matching breaks. They are the new Tia and Tamara of the season.
Yeah, I can say that. I wouldn't start calling Tia and Tamara. Like what else?
I don't know when Mary Kate and Ash was going. Not Lilo and Stitch. Because
I'm sorry. It was just
they love going in on Nene. I just hope that Eva keep that same energy when she runs into Nene because she's really been at her.
Yes. No. Well, I can understand her. The reason why she feels that way about Nene, about especially about last season, how Nene was just like fake and phony towards her and her family, and I can understand that. So she's basically just like defending herself and defending her family, and telling Nene that she ain't no punk.
Well, technically, she hasn't told Nene anything.
Remember on the reunion, she was like, and Portia said something like, "Nuck if you buck." Mm-hmm. So basically, Eva is like, "Nuck if you buck, Nene. I could be played with on this season. I'm trying to tell you."
But it doesn't.
I'm from Decatur.
It don't count.
Wherever she's from.
Yeah, even from
Los Angeles.
We look it up.
She's in Atlanta now. Yeah.
But does it really count if you telling somebody, nuck if you buck, but they're not in the scene? Like,
no, that doesn't count at all. It doesn't. But I guess it's just her way of just like, really standing up for herself, because she is coming into a group of just ladies who are just always dramatic. So like, I can totally understand Eva's like, her thinking.
So what do you think about Eva's shade about Nene being the glue for her family, but not her friendships? What does that mean?
I did hear her say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was shade directed towards Nene because,
she had bad
Nene had
and bad friendships.
Actually, no, Nene got some good wigs. Her wigs is everything.
Her wigs?
Some of them are cute.
Some of
them.
You gotta say some
boutique,
of them.
But listen, Nene I've been following her ever since the first season of Housewives. And the more and more she progressed, in her career and and her fame,
the better the
wigs, right? But her hair
not synthetic anymore.
Just like Wendy Williams said, we miss the old Nene. The money Nene is blown up. Her, just like Candy said on the interview that we watched, her mind is just, her head is just blown all the way up. So, basically that's what Eva was talking about. It's just like, girl, pipe it down. I love Nene, I do, and I'm not throwing shade at her in any way, but girl, you can't, we know that you have been on the Housewives for 12 seasons, we all know that, but girl, pipe it all the way down. You're doing too much.
You know what surprised me is that Eva is in such a rush to leave Dish Nation. I would think she'd be happy about that extra check coming in.
Well, Eva wants to do other things. That's what I'm thinking. She wants to do other things. Dish Nation is cute, but who's the rapper on Dish Nation? The Brat. She's probably tired of that. Okay, because I'm tired of hearing the Brat. Who is the Brat? No shade.
First of all, Eva better not be talking all that mess on Dish Nation because the brat will get with you. Bust you upside the head with a bottle.
What she get you together? But yeah, I can understand Eva's reasoning for leaving this nation because Portia needed to come back because it was originally
She's a better fit.
Portia's show. Yeah, it's really Portia's show, and Eva wants to do other things like i.e. modeling. And doing other things like promotions and
she can do
makeup ads and whatever she's doing.
Because I would think that for a pregnant woman, like a radio job is really good.
She was pregnant at that time. Now she's not pregnant, so like she probably.
Oh, she popped the baby out.
Yeah, the baby's been popped.
Okay. All right. So next we get my girl Tanya. Sweet Canadian. Oh, Tanya. My bad.
Okay, so
I guess we're not that close.
The shade of tonight's show was funny, and when they said it, me and Anthony was looking like, oh shoot, they throwing shade at Tanya again. I like Tanya.
Yeah, Portia's
they
friend.
They said she was Portia's friend. Then Eva's friend. No, friend.
First she was Nene's friend.
Then
she was Eva's friend. And now she's Portia's friend.
So who? Tanya.
You know who Tanya is? Tanya is a bad bitch with a laid kitchen. Did y'all see that kitchen?
Yes.
That kitchen was on point.
That salad was looking amazing. With the little tomatoes, I liked them. Anthony.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
My mouth is watering. It looks really good.
I mean, I just love her energy. I mean, she's always so happy and supportive and fun.
And she's successful. She's making money. Yeah, that's
what does she do?
Tanya is a IT developer or something like that. She's into computers and like software, so she's very, very, very smart.
Cut up then.
I think don't copy. I have to research, but I think it's something dealing with computers and stuff like that. But she's very smart. Yeah.
So let's get to the next scene with Kenya and her cousin Shay comes over and we find out surprise that Kenya is an annoying, overbearing mother. Who's shocked? Because I know I'm not.
I ain't shocked. Look how she treats my look how she treats Mark.
I mean, look how she treats them damn dogs.
Yeah.
Because didn't one of them commit?
No, the dog. I think he got hit by a car or something like that.
I remember. He saw his way out, and he took it.
And he was Harriet Tubman, honey, the Underground Railroad. Yes, let me get out this Kenya. Let me get more manner, honey. I need to get out of here. And run to Chateau Cheray. But he couldn't make it to the chateau.
He could get out that ditch.
Well, you know, Chateau Cheray, her basement isn't finished, so he probably ran down there and died.
It's in foreclosure. That old haunted house. Ain't nobody in that house. Okay, so next we finally have Nene, the premiere of Nene. And that entrance, that rap music they played when Greg was coming down them steps, Greg Leakes is not a man to come down the steps with a hard rap intro. They ain't got no Isley Brothers.
He's an elder. He isn't like...
They ain't got no Johnny Gill. No Johnny Mack.
No Donnie McClurkin.
That's what you play.
Somebody, we fall down, but we...
I don't want to think about him falling
down. No.
So we're still talking about Greg's cancer store. We're hopefully wrapping that up because
that was good. I thought that was a really good segue into from the reunion last year until now because I feel that at the reunion last year, Nene was very closed off. She was very offish. And this is a good way to bring in the closure of their story with cancer and her being a caregiver. Because we really didn't hear the last of it. So this was a closure
Nene a
moment.
Caregiver though. I mean, I think y'all using that word too loosely.
Well, she was a caregiver.
Nene is using all of this situation to turn this cancer situation to something about her.
Yeah.
And she's talking about her spiritual advisor and how she's so deep. Now, who is her spiritual advisor? Maleficent? Cruella? Because that's the only person that could advise a spirit so dark and evil as Nene.
If you notice, they never said the name of the spiritual advisor.
Of course, if I was a spiritual advisor, I don't want that on my brand. I don't want folks knowing that that's who I'm advising. No.
I was like, who is it? Is it Mbale?
No, Mbele would never. Because Mbele come across the table on you, honey. You don't want that Mbele energy. You don't
I was
want
like,
it.
who is it? Mm.
So Nene apparently sent a hateful text message to Cynthia and was shocked when she got blocked.
Well, no, it wasn't a text message. It was a link to a interview she did.
You're going too far back. Before that, it was a text message.
The interview?
The interview's at the end with.
What? Yeah. Are you sure? Okay. He's right. And I'm wrong.
Yes.
Right.
You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. Yeah. So that was apparently the last time that she reached out to Cynthia to somehow make amends. But the statement that she made, I couldn't see how anybody was trying to make amends.
Oh yeah, it was really negative, and I believe that Cynthia blocked her or something. I would have not blocked Nene. I would have just not responded. Because like if somebody like sent me a text message negative like that, I would have looked at it and said, I ain't gonna respond. But I wouldn't block it. Because like when the road meets the road, they're still sisters. And they still love each other. So that's how I feel about that. But because I think blocking a person is kind of childish in a sense. I mean, if I have known you for over 11, 12, 13 years, I won't respond to it. I'll just wait a moment and really and have it register in my mind. Then I'll respond. But I wouldn't just block because that's childish. Because you should confront the person. And say, like, what's going on with you? What's going on, girl? What's happening?
I think the issue with the relationship between Nene and Cynthia, even when they get back together, they don't solve the issues. They just be like, okay, we're going to let everything be in the past. But they don't rectify the habits or go through all of the resentments that they have that is causing them to have this tension.
Yeah.
And it's probably because Nene cannot have any accountability for anything. She runs away from accountability, and Cynthia is not someone to like force the point. And you really gotta give her one of these if you want to talk to me.
Is that why she calls Cynthia weak? Oh, we go to get to that weak. Okay.
Yeah. Later. Okay. In the interview.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, ooh, well, that sounded kind of true, but we're gonna get to that later.
All right, so let's talk about. Okay, so can we at least acknowledge that Nene's first scene was extremely boring? It was too long. I didn't care about what she was talking. Let's talk about something interesting. Let's talk about Bryson's baby mama. Let's talk about Nene smacking that phone out that man's hand at the airport. That's some fascinating stuff. That scene was immensely dry.
I don't remember was that sleep?
No, you was up.
Was I watching in my slumber? Because I dozed off a couple of times.
We was woke for that. We was watching that dry scene.
We was woke for that?
Yes, it was.
Or did I run to the bathroom?
You was woke.
What did I do? What was I doing, Anthony? Because I'm trying to figure out. I don't even remember that.
You was watching that dry scene, probably getting a yeast infection. I had so damn dry.
What them moments? Y'all know them moments. You be like, ooh. Let me sleep. Ooh.
Yeah, don't break my foot.
I had a moment, y'all. I was dozing off, honey.
All right, so next we had Candy and Todd's little lunch date.
How do you feel about the
strip club?
No, not a strip. Well, that and also the baby shower for the surrogate. That seemed kind of.
But it's for the baby though, right? It's technically not for the surrogate, but the baby.
Yes, and I was thinking I've never been to anything like that before in my life, so it's like I've never experienced a surrogate. But does the surrogate come to the baby shower, and are the people rubbing on the belly, or is it Candy and Todd there? In the comments, whoever has been to a surrogate baby shower, they got comments on him, y'all. So y'all can comment. And give your opinion. Educate us on the set. Because I was looking at Anthony like, this is kind of weird. Like, what do they do?
And I know I've never been to a baby. All my friends are hoes, so nobody has babies.
I'm not a hoe.
Okay. So moving on.
I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes is honest.
Okay. So let's talk about Todd at the strip club with his daughter. Because Todd said that, his daughter has a hard time, getting her off the phone to spend time with her. So he says for a good father to get her attention, will put some ass and titties in her face. Mm-hmm. So what do we feel like this is proper bonding for a father?
Yeah, absolutely. And we can also go with Wendy Williams. She took her son Kevin. Well, because she's split from the evil Kevin, and she took her son and her nephew to the strip club.
Oh, Wendy Williams' son is straight.
Yeah, he's straight.
Okay, because I thought you were gonna say that was that Swinging Richards.
No. She took him. She said she wanted him to have the experience, and I feel that as a parent, you should introduce your child to something like that, just so they won't go just prematurely with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Listen.
Not the environment.
I'm a young. If I was a father, and my son or my daughter asked me, I would do it. I mean, just for the experience.
I know.
And if they don't like it. But I would do it. I honestly.
Would you go to the strip club with your mama? Because if I had to see Tanya, when I'm at a strip club with wee-wees and big old booty holes in the face, I'd be a nun for the rest of my life. No, I can't do it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, it's just good old fun.
But you want to compartmentalize those worlds. Like, I don't.
That's true. But you want that experience first to be with your parents.
Yeah, because in my mind, my children have never seen a penis. In my mind, my parents have never had
see breasts and boobies and all that.
Never happened.
Well, in my opinion, I think it's a great idea. So yeah.
Okay, so what we got next?
Next.
Let's go. Can we finally get the reveal of Cynthia's custom-made hat, y'all? Her custom-made pride hat. What y'all think? Don't look away. Look at it. Look at the hat, bitch. Look at the hat, bitch. Somebody should have told Cindy you could buy those same little colorful pride hats on the street at Pride. They $5.99 or 2 for $10. Get you a deal, girl.
She looked like she got that from the store, like the Chinese store on Good Hope Road.
Girl, I don't think that was culturally appropriate.
Okay. I was like, Cynthia, what in the Allison Mall beauty supply store is going on?
I don't endorse that message. I love her.
Listen, I say it like I all the way mean it. So I don't really care.
She said what she said.
Yes, I said what I listen.
Okay, so next we finally get Mr. Mark Daly. And he seems very unpleasant. His
energy is off.
I mean, they're all an interesting couple because she's really annoying, but he is extremely irritable. So watching them together
yeah, with the egg thing. I was like, with the egg thing? What's up? Like,
you saw that empty ass refrigerator. It looked like struggle. I said, Kenya, your stamps ain't came in, girl. You better swipe that EBT and feed that baby and that man. Girl.
She was saying how she has a hairline and she has this, she has that. And girl, when you open your refrigerator, he said it was a dorm refrigerator. Yes, he did. He said something.
Oh, yeah, he did, but it wasn't dorm.
What was that like?
It was like the house.
Section
A,
single mom.
But before the first. Right before they replenished the EBT card.
November the 26th.
Like when everybody is drinking is Kool-Aid and ramen noodles with hot sauce.
Baby, that thing was Mother Hubbard empty.
But she found something enough to make them little
little pancakes and little fruit and a little 2 slabs of bacon for a millionaire.
Yeah, and
is that a millionaire's breakfast? I don't think so.
And she proposed going out for Mark's birthday, but of course he only wants to do it with the baby because he's so passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating.
It really is. I feel sorry for Kenya because this is the life she wanted, and it's really not turning out the way she wanted it to be. But sometimes you have to just, you have to, I wouldn't say deal with it, but if this is the life you wanted, then somehow, somewhere you have to fix it. Somewhere, like, it's somewhere it's a disconnect in you and his relationship. Like, what is it? So hopefully in this season we can find out like what's going on because I would never forget the interview with Tamron Hall, how they were so lovey-dovey and da-da-da-da this, da-da-da. And now it's like, oh my God, like, were they faking on that show?
I mean, you can just see how badly he doesn't want to be there. He clearly doesn't.
He doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to film. It reads. It just reads.
He didn't want to film when he, was it last season or season before?
Mm-hmm.
I think
he doesn't like the show. Like, Andy let it be known that Mark said that the show shows black women in a negative light and he doesn't want to be a part of it, but he ain't got a problem spending those checks.
Yes. And he knew what he was getting himself into when he proposed to Kenya Moore. She's a reality star, so she's gonna be reality. That's her life. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel sorry for him not one bit because you knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew that Kenya was on this show.
Well, that was nice for Shane.
Right, and you knew if you were going to get married to her, then you're going to be somewhere on this show. You can't hide from it because it's reality. It's your world.
So let's go to the next topic. Let's go on to Marlo and Nene getting ready for Pride. And Marlo shows up looking like she's the captain now. Looking like Captain Crunch, Captain Hook.
Now, I remember that day. I remember the day of the parade. It was in like the summer, like June, July. Marlo has on a...
Let me get right there. Say it again. Say it again. You said it.
Marlo.
Go ahead.
You have on a... What was that? A plastic coat. And a captain's hat and a wig.
It was faux dominatrix.
And I know that particular day. I remember that day oh my God, I remember that day. It was so hot. It had to be like 101 degrees that day. Because I know my friend Elle went to the parade and she went live on her phone and she was like sweating, like bawling on that float. So imagine, well, they probably had like an air conditioning room for them or something.
I mean, but still.
But it was hot.
Especially,
I didn't really like that outfit, Marlo. That was not a good choice.
That outfit looked like what Elektra wore when she killed that man when they were doing that kinky sex stuff. That's that outfit. That's that same outfit.
And then, Marlo, for you to come for Shamari last season talking about her fashions, girl, where's your fashions?
She tired. She raising,
I mean, how you come for somebody's fashions?
Them nephews. Okay, so now let's go to your favorite topic, Nene's interview. So Nene is basically reading Cynthia for Phil. She says she's weak. She's desperate. I mean, things that she said before, but I guess it's supposed to be surprising now because Bravo set it up for her to watch that interview right before she's going to see her on the float.
Yeah.
And again, Eva had a whole bunch to say about Nene, and I just hope she keeps that energy. Because, Eva has a problem with going hard and then forgetting.
And she forgets.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
She blacks out.
Just like she did over Cynthia's house. Remember when they were in the basement? And Eva was like, she was talking about Shamari's fashions. And then all of a sudden she forgot what she said about Shamari. She just conveniently forgets. Mm-hmm. So I want her to remember that same energy, have that same energy at the reunion.
They will. They ain't playing with her this time.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, but like I said before, I totally understand how she feels because Nene dragged her through the road.
Yeah.
On last season, so she coming hard this season for Nene.
Well, we're gonna see because now we ended at the parade.
Yep.
We have the Housewives crossover. All the other Housewives are on the float. We got Andy being messy in his 2 seconds on camera.
Of course, talk about I'm playing tardy for the party.
I want to apologize. Oh, you don't like that, bitch?
Knowing good as well, Nene wanted to be on that daggone song with Kim
and
Andy.
And just like I thought, they end the video right at the moment when Nene gets on the floor and sees everybody.
We
wasted our whole 59 minutes
and we
watching all this.
For that. Yeah.
And she probably just gonna walk past. You know how Nene do. She love to give you a good anticlimactic ending. I mean, she pulled a damn Mona Scott Young.
You know it. It was very interesting. But we shall see what happens. But I kind of can predict what's going to happen next week. But I don't want to put it out there too prematurely.
Save it and we'll see if it comes through next week. Well, all right.
It was great. We don't want to hold y'all too long because we got comments that our video last time was too long. So we're gonna. I hope so much more I can say, but
she's long-winded.
I'm not long-winded, but I love y'all.
All right. Thank you guys.
He loves you too. He loves you too.
I don't know y'all like that.